What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Jets Week 17 Thursday night football preview as my 10-5 Cleveland Browns wrap up the home portion of their 2023-2024 schedule on Thursday night football as they welcome the 6-9 New York Jets to town. Now, of course, when the schedule was first released, we looked at this game and thought, all right, Aaron Rodgers versus Deshaun Watson should be a banger. But of course, 4 plays in week 1, Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. And then Deshaun Watson's been battling injuries. And then, of course, that second Ravens game goes down for the rest of the year with a tore up shoulder. And the crazy thing is, that was the last time the Ravens lost. How about that, right? The last time the Ravens took an L was at home against Deshaun Watson, who shredded their defense in the fourth quarter with a messed up shoulder and a bad ankle, too. Don't forget about that. Yeah, how about that, right? Letting a QB with a tore up shoulder and a bad ankle lead a legacy drive against arguably the top defense in the NFL. That's the last time the Ravens lost to this day. How about that? Well, now you're probably wondering, so what's the QB matchup this week? Well, of course, we already know. We got Joe Flacco, who came right off the couch and started cooking. The dude has thrown for 300 plus yards in every game that he started. Like, where did this come from? I freaking love it. Like, dude, did the Browns seriously go back in time and get elite Joe Flacco? Like, damn. Does Jimmy Haslam possess time travel technology? If that's the case, go back in time and stop Nick Chubb from getting hurt. Oh, man. But you love to see it from Joe Flacco. You really do, right? I mean, Joe Flacco has been cooking. Our defense actually looked amazing against the Texans, of course. You know, you'll say, oh, yeah, they gave up 2 touchdowns. No. The backups gave up 2 touchdowns. The starters didn't give up crap. And, of course, special teams had to give up that kick return touchdown. And then, of course, our kicker and our punter got hurt. Yeah, not a good day for Bubba Ventrone's unit. Not at all. So, well, this is going to be interesting. But as far as who the Jets will be starting this week, according to Field Yates on Twitter, and I quote, Jets QB Zach Wilson concussion is out for Thursday's game against the Browns, which means it will be Trevor Siemian versus Joe Flacco. Okay. Just like we all thought, right? Yep, we expected Aaron Rodgers versus Deshaun Watson, and we get Trevor Siemian versus Joe Flacco. I think it'll be a banger regardless, but yeah, I'm freaking ready. So, some other things I'm going to talk about. Of course, we got to talk about the injuries. Like, what can you even do? I mean, look at all the freaking injuries we've dealt with. This is from Hayden Grove on Twitter, and I quote, on Thursday Night Football, the Browns will be without starting QB, backup QB, starting running back, starting right tackle, starting left tackle, backup right tackle, starting and backup middle linebacker, starting and a backup safety, starting kicker, starting punter, and of course, starting kick returner, who we've had essentially been out the entire year. Jakeem Grant got hurt in the final preseason game on opening kickoff. Well, the good news is Juan Thornhill is back at practice, and Grant Delpit should be back for the playoffs. So that's good. But damn, that's a lot of injuries. And then saw this too. How about this? Amari Cooper. Yeah. From PFF Browns on Twitter. And I quote, Amari Cooper 633 receiving yards since week 10. First in the NFL. Freaking crazy, right? And then, we got to talk about the whole coach of the year thing because, Kevin Stefanski has done a phenomenal job given what has happened with this team. But this is from Jamie or Jaime Eisner. Don't know how you say that first name. I know there's many ways you could say it, but Jamie Eisner. Kevin Stefanski, plus 125. So he leads the way in the Coach of the Year race. And that comes from Bet Online. So it's verified. It's legit. So keep doing this, and Kevin will most likely be bringing home his second Coach of the Year award. Of course, the first one was in his first year in 2020. Now, ironically enough, we all remember that 2020 season and how ridiculous it was, right? Especially at the end of the year. Because, the Browns were cooking, they were looking good, and then, oh, look, the sickness decided to strike. Well, this year is kind of the same thing, except instead of the sickness, it's just straight up injuries. And oh, look, we have a chance to clinch a playoff spot against the Jets. Remember the last time we faced the Jets? 2020? Remember that? I don't want to remember that. Much like I don't want to remember last year's game against the Jets, ironically, where they had Joe Flacco as their quarterback. Joe Flacco revenge game? That'd be nice. But yeah, for those who don't remember that game in 2020, the Browns went to MetLife. They virtually had no receiving core. So, I mean, Baker was literally out there with a bunch of, randoms, right? I mean, it was to the point where Baker and his new receivers were practicing running routes in the parking garage before the game. That's how down bad we were. And we're kind of in the same situation this year, except it's not the sickness, it's just straight up injuries. Like, my God, how much more can this team take? I better not say that because them football gods, they're like, we got more for you, right? No, I'm done with it. How about we start getting some guys back, huh? That'd be nice. We're not going to get too many guys back, but it'd be good to at least get a couple. Yeah, with that being said, let's get into the preview portion of this video. Now, before I get into it, be sure as always to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Become a member for exclusive perks like cool emotes and stuff. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the series history between these two teams. And believe it or not, the Browns lead the overall series 15-14. They've lost 2 in a row, of course. Yep, that 2020 game at MetLife. And then last year, the game that they were winning by 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes to go. Jets had no timeouts. But yeah, we all remember what happened. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Jets last win last year. Browns last win 2019 when Freddie Kitchens, Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield and company went into MetLife in prime time and beat the Jets. I mean, we beat them really bad. That was who's the freaking Jets coach back then? I can't remember his name, but I know everyone in the Jets fan base absolutely hated him. That's all I know. He was ass too. Huh. Oh man, it was before they had Salah. So yeah, I don't think Jets fans want to talk about that game either. All right, but yeah, that's the series history. Should be a fun game. Now, speaking of the game, let's talk about the 3 keys to victory. Yay! Key number 1, stop Breece Hall and contain Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson cooked us last year. It'd be awesome to see us go out there and at least slow him down a bit, right? Denzel, Greg, MJ, Cameron Mitchell, whoever. You think you got it handled? I hope so. Number 2, avoid turnovers. That's a big one. And force mistakes. I'm talking strip sacks, forced fumbles, interceptions, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then simply number 3, win and in. All you gotta do is win this game and you're in the playoffs. Now, believe it or not, the Browns actually had a chance to clinch this past weekend, and everything went their way. Except one thing. The Chargers had to Charger. Yup. If the Chargers had just beaten the Bills, the Browns would have clinched a playoff spot. I had a hunch it was going to come down to that damn Charger game. And sure enough, even the Patriots did their thing, man. Damn. The Patriots freaking won. Not the Chargers. Couldn't be the damn chokers. Nope. They had one job. Couldn't even do it. Classic. So yeah, simply this week, just do it yourselves. Go out there, take care of business, and then you'll probably have the chance to rest your starters, what starters are left, next week against the Bungles. Just win. That's all you gotta do. Just win. All right, talking about player to watch. Tough though, because there's so many guys I could go with, to be fair. But I'm going to actually go with a repeat. I'm going to go with what the guy said last week. I'm going to go Myles Garrett again. Yeah. He's been way too quiet in terms of getting sacks. I think this week he finally gets some sacks because he's been dry in the sack department. About time you wreak some havoc. I need it, man. So Darius cooked last week. I need Myles Garrett to remind the haters that he is, without a doubt, one of the best pass rushers in the league. I need it. Right? Facing Trevor Siemian. I would not be surprised if we see a Myles Garrett strip sack this week. He's been close a couple times. But I need to see it. I need to. All right. Now, in regards to my prediction, I'm going 28-10 Browns. I think our defense clamps them down tight, and our offense has a good enough pulse to where they get some touchdowns, and yeah, we win comfortably. It's good stuff. So that's really all I got for this one, guys. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. You know the deal. And yeah, we got a short week this week. And oh, by the way, the Browns are rocking their all-white unis. White helmets, jerseys, hats, everything. So Juan Thornhill actually made a call to arms to the dog pound. Wear white on Thursday. White out the stadium. That's a tough ask considering, short week and everything. But if any fan base can do it, it's the Browns. So the dog pound is legit. I want to see that stadium all white. It's going to be tough, but I have faith in Browns fans to do that. So that's all I got for you guys. As always, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And let's get this dub and let's get to the damn playoffs. I'm out. Bye-bye.